Here we go. Yes, we are recording. Welcome. Ah, week number 12. How did this happen? It's exciting. I know. It's like, what? Week 12 is here. And I'm just so grateful for this journey that everyone has been on with me. And I am here to celebrate with you because class number 12 is about celebration, celebrating your greatness. You're kind of a big deal, you know that? And I'm kind of a big deal too. And together, this little group has been just so, we're kind of on fire. We have learned so much, and I think, well, you guys will be able to share if you want to share a little later. You know what was your aha moments in this class? Maybe you have a favorite page you'd like to share with us, or a poem, one of your favorite poems, perhaps. Would love to hear from all of you. Just reading some quotes here. What you're looking for is not out there, it is in you. Make time to celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Um, and like I said, we'll be able to share our favorite moments in a little bit. But let's just talk about why we celebrate. I mean, the obvious, because it's, super fun and we get to, like, it's a good feel thing. But why? What's the reason behind celebrating our milestones? And we develop a success mindset that we can do this. So when you celebrate and you're like, look at what I did, where's my art page? I mean, I celebrate myself, and I get pretty excited about what I discover on the pages. So it's like, and it gives me this boost of I can do this. Also, motivation. It connects back to our success story. So we're motivated in our celebrations to want to do that again. And for the most part, I think it's the feeling good that we get from celebration. It releases the dopamine into our brains, and it tells us we want more of that goodness. So tonight's about celebration and just feeling really good about how far we've come. And I would like to hear from any of you. I know personally, my success story as a facilitator, I mean, there's so much. I think I've shared a little bit as the weeks have gone on. My heart is just so full, and just genuinely filled with gratitude for this experience that has been gifted to me by all of you, who have supported me in this journey. I know I've seen as myself as a facilitator really grow and develop into what I really feel this experience can give to others. And I think one of my aha moments was, and I think it was around the fourth or fifth class, that I could actually dress up for these Zoom calls. I know at the beginning I was dealing with a lot of that head pain, with the trauma that I had with my fall and with my dental work. So, my whole self, plus not to mention the depression and the sadness, incredible challenge that we had last year. So, but I was starting anyway. I was putting my first, foot forward in whatever I had to offer in the now. And yeah, deciding that, around the fifth week, looking in my closet, I can wear a dress today. That was a good feel moment, and I haven't looked back. Every class, it's like, ooh, the Zoom class is on. I'm gonna dress up for this occasion, and it has felt really good. For in our time where we haven't been able to, like, get out and even like shopping. Not that I get out much, but sometimes, like, shopping, I would, like, get a little dressed up, and you feel good about yourself. So that was one of my big aha moments. And as I said in the newsletter, oh my goodness, witnessing the unexpected creativity that came from all of you, like that unexpected, oh, I knew the potential in the art. I always do know that will come, and not all of them are as successful as we had hoped, but there are a lot of them that are like, wow, this is so juicy and so much depth to it. Like it's not a piece of art, like it's a piece of our soul. And so witnessing that has been beautiful, but even more so the written words. That was a pleasant surprise. Yes, I knew you guys would be able to pull together some poetry and some beautiful writing, but the ones that were shared, that were, that I was able to hear and listen to, is like, wow. I was really, really pleased with all of that. So much goodness. And would anyone like to share one of their favorite pages, or if they'd like to read a poem that really, spoke to them in the creative process, or even like their pages, anything. The floor is open. You don't have to share if you don't want to. And there'll be time later on when we start our art page. If you feel more comfortable in about an hour, you would like to share, the floor is open at any time. But if I could get a couple of you to share right now, and that'll sort of set the tone for our celebration, I would appreciate it. Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm going to be brave and go.
Hey, yes, Nancy, thank you.
Okay, so there are two pages, and I won't hold them up because you don't really see them well, but I am going to post them on the Facebook page
Okay,
when we're
thank
done.
you.
So one of them was planting the seeds of greatness.
Yes.
And I just loved that meditation at the start and got right into it. But the first thing I saw, rather than a garden, was a field of wildflowers with a bridge in the middle of it.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And it was interesting because when I went to draw it on the next page, I realized, okay, the first thing I need to put in is my bridge, but my bridge doesn't have a purpose.
Mm.
And then, so I put a stream in because it did show up in the visualization a little later. But that just seemed to progress and progress. And then when I started the writing around it, my bridge doesn't have a purpose, made me reflect on how when I retired, I had all kinds of plans.
Mm.
And so the art piece is lovely. But what came out of that, like I met with a shaman a couple of times to have some of the journeying done. I've done a lot of self kind of reflection on, well, what am I missing? What bridge did I not, where's my purpose? Where did I lose all that thought?
Mm.
And then the roadmap led me to working out, okay, I had a cottage in there, but what did I need the cottage for? And it came back to the purpose. So for me, it's been interesting to see the jump from one to the other, telling my story and pushing me to find out where I need to go, what I'm at, and what needs to happen. And
Nice.
the other one, Susan, that was such a delight was the letter that we were to write from somebody we respected and liked. And I struggled with one person, and I realized I've been getting those letters and
Mm.
those messages. I didn't have to write it on behalf of them, I've been getting them.
Oh, I love that.
And so that, what their words showed up on that page. And
Mm.
then you challenged me at the end of that to actually put those emotions onto a canvas, which I did and sent to you. But I also put it on Facebook and just left it wide open for people to interpret.
Yes.
And it was so much fun to see what they saw in it. And interesting to me that many of them hit very, very close to what I was trying to project. And you don't think you see that in kind of abstract art.
Right.
And
Right.
so that was a big aha moment for me there. So,
Mm.
anyway,
It was the exercise that just kept giving. And, you know, these sorts of classes, or at least what I've been wanting to, offer is, there's options here, right? They can snowball into each other if you're open or have the time or are curious about. And I love that yours demonstrates that. It went from one to another to another. And then I love that the celebration was in the end sharing that to the Facebook and then receiving more beautiful feedback from them.
Right, right.
Nice.
Yeah, anyway, I have loved this class.
Oh, thank you so much, Nancy. I appreciate your comments. And I love that you've been here and really have enjoyed all of your sharing. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Mm. Is there anyone else that would like to share? Sandy, are you giggling? Are you giggling because you don't know if you want to share? No, you're good. Sandy is a beautiful soul, and she just, anytime I've been in her presence, she's always giggling. I love it. Anyone else like to share? No pressure. If we had one more, that would be nice. Or not. I'll just hold some space.
Cheryl, I have to say something.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Vi.
Yes, bye.
I have to say that you bring joy. Your creativity, your colors, your doodling, your being just brings joy, and to get me to think about myself and where I'm going and what I'm doing. I know, but I never take time to really think about those things. I'm too busy. But this has been very, very helpful to me. And I want to thank all those people who have done things and shared them. I love to see your work.
Aww.
And it's such fun to put it on paper in color, the feelings that we have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You bring joy.
Thank you, Vi. You're such a sweetheart. I don't think this class would be the same without you. So thank you for being here. I don't know, I might have to pay you to just show up in my next the next art journaling because you're sort of iconic to the experience now. Everyone looks forward to hearing from you. So thank you for being here and your generous comments. I love you so. Thank you so much. Jen, I would love to read the poem. Where did you send it? She sent him. You can read it.
Oh, just in Messenger, I think.
Okay, like on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, let me.
It's not in the whole group thing. It was just right when I sent that painting.
Oh, like a while ago?
The truest self one. Yeah. Do you want me to send it again right now a different way?
Yeah, if you can send, or I can just look you up here. Like it wasn't too long ago.
No, it wasn't too long ago.
Yep, I'll just look it up here. So
there, just March 29th or something. I just sent it again.
Okay. So this was Jen's poem that she wrote, My Truest Self. I am one who wants to be free. A dark steel, clean slate of awareness encircled in aluminum, glittering hints of my true self. As the copper sun thinks too long, its light and energy absorbed by the marigold roots, grounding the total parts together as one. Listening to Mars Orange whisper songs of creativity and a sense of renewal. while cobalt turquoise and duochrome blue green shine within my heart, singing in unison with my voice. Nicosia terra vert observes with close eye and love that is there. Confusion and anxiety sneak in as the light fades, and shimmering purple feels it is pale compared to gray lavender. Unmistakable, sparkling with honesty, devotion, and faith. I let go and shine my truest self. Oh my goodness. That
Oh,
was, wasn't that spectacular? That's what I'm saying. I would love, I think you all should send me your favorite poem just so I could just read it out loud and be filled with just a sense of accomplishment for you. So beautiful. Thank you for letting us share that, Jen. I love it. And I love you. Thank you so much for being here. So, so yummy. Anyone else would like to do a little ditty? Do a little ditty, little song and dance? No? Okay. That's okay. We are going to do a little number 1, number 2. Okay. Are you ready for your journal page for tonight? This is a good one. I want you to all get ready with pen and paper. I'm just going to mute everyone here. So if you want to talk, don't forget to unmute yourself. Okay. So before we begin, let's just take a deep breath in and inhale. Exhaling, allowing ourselves to land in this beautiful space of celebration, honoring all that you are and all that we do, and giving thanks to this space, this beautiful creative space that you have put together, and honoring yourself during the last 12 weeks. Take another inhale in. Exhaling and landing right where you are as we gather our pen and paper to begin to write. I want you to think of some people in your life that you admire. I want you to think of that circle of beautiful souls that come together for you. I want you to bring faces to mind, these individuals that have a characteristic about themselves that make you go, ah, I really love her audacity. Or that person there, oh, if I could just have half her courage, you know? I want you to bring faces to mind. And these people could be in your circle. They could be characters in a movie or a TV show that you admire. Think of those characters, those reruns you keep watching because you just love this star character. Why is that? What is it about that person, that character, that characteristic that you are really drawn to and admire? You could also think of celebrities, right? And you could think of fictitious characters. You could think of cartoon characters if there's one that just really always resonates with you. And if that is difficult, if you're not feeling any faces come to mind, you can actually make up a character. And if you could make up a character, what qualities would you admire about that person? So I want you to make a list. You could start with 3, maybe 5, maybe 7. Write the list of that. Put the person's name. For instance, I admire my mother for her courage. So I want you to write a sentence. I admire the person's name, and then for whatever their characteristic is that you admire. I admire my father for his connection to the earth. I am in admiration of several of my friends for their intellectual, stimulating conversations and their generosity, things like that. So go ahead, make a list of 3, of 5, of 7. If 10 characters come to mind, please include them all. Go ahead and include their names and what it is that you admire about them. I'll just give you a few minutes to explore that list. When you've finished your list, if you want to give me a little wave so I know where everyone's at, I would like to give everyone enough time to get as many down as possible. So no one's waving yet, so I'll give you another couple of minutes. Okay, just finishing up your last sentence or two. By all means, dive into this list. A little later tonight or tomorrow and continue to build that list. It's such a beautiful reminder to check into um, those wonderful people that we admire in our lives. So just letting you finish that last sentence there. Then I have something really important to share with everyone. So if I could get your attention, I want everyone looking up at me here. I want to see all eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, as we say in class. Oh, is everyone listening? You're nice and close. Everyone's focused here. I have something really special to share with you. It is impossible to see qualities in others that are not already within us. I'm going to say that again because it's truth. Is it possible for us to witness in this world, in this lifetime, those beautiful qualities in others that are not already within us? It's impossible. We can't see things that we can't make reference to. And that reference is within us. So when we see a courageous woman doing beyond what we think we are capable of, we are that courageous woman. If we admire someone for their intelligence or their audacity, it's because we have that quality within us. We may not think or we may not show it, but we have it within us. And it's just there for us to choose to be that. So here's the second part to this empowering exercise. Now, with every statement, I want you to go, I am. Write the words I am, and then fill in that quality that you recognize in someone else. So I see courage in my mother. I am courage. I see my father gifted in connecting with nature. So I am curious with nature. So go ahead and make that new list. I am, and really feel that. Embody those qualities as you're writing them out. So go ahead and take a moment to write your I am list. And really allow that to penetrate your knowing. And then give me a little wave when you've completed your I am list. Now, what I would love, which we did on Sunday, to add another element to this exercise is to bring voice to those statements. And I know I usually give you guys options of talking. I would like to make everyone say their list tonight, but I won't. But I will go across the top of my bar here where I see everyone's name, and I will invite you to speak. And as we hold space for you to own those I am statements, and there's power in the voice, and there's a power in the witness, and allow that to just be. I would love to share that little extra awesome feeling with you. If you want to pass, just say we're good. But we would love to hear your I am statements if you're willing. Patricia, you're up first. Is just unmute yourself and say it loud, say it proud. We would love to hear your I am statements.
Well, okay, thank you. I'll go. I am happiness. I am hopefulness. I am acceptance and cheerfulness. I am generous. I am bold. I am ambitious. I am a leader. I'm silly. I have strength. I am truthful. I am patient. I have to read my writing. I'm an instructor. I have good taste. I am friendly and I'm grateful.
Yes, you are. Woo! Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
that.
You're welcome.
Nancy, don't forget to unmute.
Important, isn't it? Okay, I have one more. Okay, now I can read my list.
Okay.
Okay, I have cultivated a ferocious I have cultivated a ferocious friendship with French. I have the words all over the place.
Yes, no, of course.
I have cultivated ferocious friendships that I trust to hold a safe space for me. I am talented. I am intellectual and love to have stimulating conversations. I am a woman with a delightful, wacky sense of humor. I am a person who fights for the underdog. I am loving helping people to grow into their best self. I am articulate. I am not a person who takes myself seriously. I am a leader. I am welcoming to all, and I am fun loving.
Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy.
And you are right, Susan. There is something very kind of gratifying, and then just another layer of making that I am kind of out
Yes.
in the world. It's really important. Many people should try just saying it out loud.
I know, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you. Stacy?
Hello.
Hello.
So I am joy. I am honest. I am authentic. I am real. I am persistent. I am wholehearted. I am giving. I'm hardworking. I am dedicated. I am non-judgmental. I am open. I'm curious. I am grounded. I am creating boundaries. I am innocent.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex, do you have an I am statement?
Sure. I am versatile. I am strong. I am sociable. I am accepting, and I am kind.
Yay! You are, and so is your puppy.
Yeah, this one's Zella.
That one's Ella?
Zella.
Zella. Aww. Hi, Zella. Cuties. Thank you, Alex. Gemma, are you able to share tonight? Or are you incognito?
No, I can share.
Okay, thank you.
I am doing what I love. I have the courage to push social convention. I am brave enough to take risks. I care. I am dedicated to my craft, learning.
Mm, beautiful. Woohoo! That's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Jen, are you able to share?
I am kind, I am brave, I'm quiet, I am wise. It's based on a storybook, not real people.
It's what?
Very good book. I said it's based on a book, not real people. It's a very good book. I'll put the link in Facebook.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Jen. Sandy, are you being quiet tonight? I think she's missing from her screen now. Sunday, oh Sandy, or what's that song? Is that a song? Okay, I don't think Sandy's there. She can come back if she like. And then Susan's camera. Gail, would you like to share, Gail?
Okay. Okay, so this has shifted a bit. I have endurance and solve issues. I'm intelligent and curious and able. I am friendly and people oriented. I am gentle. I make things happen. I create and have intelligence. I'm independent, courageous, and I love fun. I love family. I have flair. I am spiritual and open to possibilities. I'm open to the new. I am a teacher, a developer of others. I am intelligent, trustworthy, optimistic, intuitive.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes. That was a beautiful list, Gail. Thank you for sharing. Yes, and you can continue to, as we share, you can invite others if that resonate with you, include that in. I love that you guys are creating these beautiful sentences to go with them. You can even turn poetry into it if you'd like. It's certainly going to show up on our art page tonight. So thank you. Vi, do you have a list?
Can you see my face?
No. Can you put your camera on?
How do I do that?
There's
See,
a little video. It looks like a video camera and you just click on it. It's on the bottom left-hand corner. It says video. It should be beside your mute button.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, it's not.
So it's a
But
little.
let me see if I can find it. I can't. It's okay. You don't have to see me.
Okay.
I had lots of people that I liked, and so some of these are maybe not me, but I am loving. I'm a worker, and under that worker, a gardener, a cook, a quilter, a knitter, a hostess, an entertainer, a clerk, a store clerk. I am wise, I am sharing, I'm devoted to friends and family. I am living each day, I am down to earth, and I am faithful.
Thank you. Yes, you are. Beautiful, Vi. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I'm reading Heather can't get her. Heather, please don't be frustrated, Heather. We know you're there. Hey, feel free to type your list in the chat box and I can read it for you if you would like. Heather can't get her mic to turn back on now. So Mel, is that you? Are you available or you're just
Yeah, sure, I can share.
Okay, thank you.
I love the Chinese food accent so much.
It has.
I still can barely not laugh.
is going on?
Like, it made my soul feel so much better. I'm a happier person now. So
Okay, awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's a very good thing.
Thanks, Heather.
I am an unconditionally loving being. I am creativity and delight in my time with myself. I am caring, fiercely caring. I possess a laid back charm. I am strong enough to be my authentic self.
Mm, I miss your words. Thank you for sharing tonight. If you spoke on a radio and just shared like everything that you've wrote, I would tune into that radio because they're so delicious. Thank you for being who you are, and thanks for being here tonight. Dara, do you have a voice tonight?
I do.
You are giggles. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay. I am strong, I am knowledgeable, and have the ability to comfort others while also challenging their thought process. I have the ability to care about others even while my life is difficult. I have the ability to have fun without caring whether I win or lose. I can stand up for myself and have other women to spend time with and be independent with. I have a straightforward approach to friendship, and I'm honest and truthful.
I just have to write that down. Honest and truthful. That was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Dara. That was Dara, right? Okay, you just switched on. You were there, now you're over there. How did that happen? What's going on? Okay, I think I got everyone. Is there anyone else that Sandy? She's still not there. Is there anyone else? I think I got everyone. Bravo, everyone. I hope that was like a stimulating exercise just to bring light. I was talking with a friend after the Sunday class, and I feel these are things that we hear from time to time, but it's not until we bring focus, right? That one class that we did, when we bring focus, bring the spotlight back onto that knowing, it's just so easy to forget. And I believe as women as well, like we're always putting everyone else first. We're always putting the focus and the admiration, on everyone else, our friends, our peers, like, look at Bravo, you are so great, and we forget that strength and the beauty that's within. So I hope this exercise brought some light to that. And tonight's art page is going to focus a bit about this celebration. And as always, if you have another, feeling of how you want to express all of this, by all means, this is just a suggestion. And on the newsletter, I sent out this example that I found on the web, really great idea of finding a silhouette and then using that image to trace and follow through, and then you have these beautiful patterns. And I thought, wouldn't this be lovely to put I am statements in each of those silhouettes? Like, these are all of you. And in that writing, you could explore, more. What does that mean to you? I am courage. Well, what does that mean? Is there another sentence that follows that? Can you explore that a little more in whatever way that makes sense to you? The cutout that I did, I actually was just going to show also, if you couldn't find a silhouette, you can still use a silhouette. The nose isn't showing up, but you can cut that out. And what I did was just trace it, and then I actually held several pages together and then cut them all out at once, these little pieces, and then all of a sudden you just kind of layer them and to get that layering effect. I've seen in some of the art pages, people were outlining black to separate each image, if that's helpful. You can just someone did just tracing, and so with their pen or pencil crayon, and it just had these soft spaces so that they could write in them with markers. So they actually didn't even use any of the cutouts, and it looked quite lovely. But what else? Like maybe you didn't find a portrait. I was saying before, actually, I found this on Sunday. I found this. It was an ice cream cone. Where's my ice cream cone? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be an ice cream cone. That's what I'm gonna do. And so I had started cutting out this ice cream cone shapes, and I was playing with them, and none of them were really coming together. And then I had this cherry idea, and it's like, I am the cherry on top of the ice cream. So I ended up like using all these cherries and really announcing I'm the cherry on top, which is like the best part of of the ice cream cone. And of course, then it gives you lots of spaces to play. But what else could you use? You could be the whole bag of chips. I am the whole bag of chips. And you know, you could have silhouette of a bag of chips on your page. I love the cake and eating it too. You know, there's lots of pictures of cakes in our magazines. You could totally have, you know, something that is meaningful to you. It doesn't have to be a silhouette of a face. It could be our beautiful tree of life, and then using branches as a silhouette. A butterfly would be a beautiful multiples of layers of the butterfly. Just use your imagination and bring your creativity to life tonight. And what might that look like to you? Celebrating who you are and all of these gifts that are within you, and bringing that out on your art page. So I'm going to play a little. The thing is that comment just kept going. Heather, you're good. It's all good. And there was only a couple of us on at the beginning. Now you guys are making me laugh again. Okay, the focus is on for the art. I'm going to turn my camera on so that you can see me playing if that is something that you want to witness. And I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with. If anyone's following our Facebook page, the lovely, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the name, just kind of disappears with me. Wendy, the beautiful Wendy, on her page, she had the silhouette of her face. And then on the back of the hair, she decorated it with all these flowers. And so that's what I'm going to do with my collage. I'm going to put all of these flowers in throughout this this hair piece and just see where I go with it. So have fun. Have fun, guys. And I will be right here. Remember, if you want to chat, just take your mic off and we will listen to your inquiry. I'm going to mute right now, but I will be back. Just from, as you know, there's never any rules, but for the design elements, just a little tip. If you wanted to do a light and then dark, like alternate your silhouettes, I feel like that's helpful. I have lots of bright colors here. That can also be beneficial, more solid colors in the silhouettes. But yes, I did note that if you had a dark one and then had a light one in between, that seemed to be helpful. You could seek out colors of the rainbow. At one point, I was thinking I could do the chakras. You could do a color for each chakra. I know my initial cutouts that I did on Sunday, they didn't seem to work. I don't know. I think they were too busy and too dark. So I'm just taking a moment here to cut out perhaps some lighter colors to see if that's helpful. And some flowers here. Yes, Gemma, I made a note about my chocolate cake recipe. Yes, there will be a final email out to everyone, and it will include my chocolate cake recipe. And I've got a funny story to share about the icing. So I used to go to my friend's house back when we were wee little, and my friend's mother was a nurse and her dad was the geography teacher here in town, and they were fabulous cooks. And so the chocolate cake recipe comes from them, which was like gosh, 30, well, 40 years ago, because I was wee little when I used to go to their home. But it's called chocolate cake with goose shit icing. And the reason why it's called goose shit is it's so funny. This couple are British, and my friend's mother was making the icing that she always does. And it calls for, I guess, lard, for lack of a better word, butter, and what was the third one? Something of that consistency. And she didn't have butter, so she substituted it with margarine this one time. Like she just, and they lived out in the country, so she wasn't going to go in town. And it was a birthday cake, and it was in the summer, and the margarine, like the reason why you use the lard, because like so it holds form, and the margarine was just so melty. And jeez, they were so funny. I don't know if it's because they were British or just, I don't know, their demeanor was just that very dry humor. So the mom comes out, and just to pretend like there's nothing wrong with this chocolate cake, and she sets the cake in front of her husband. And he's like, he goes, "What is this?" with his accent. And he says, "It looks like goose shit." So from that point on, the household called their famous chocolate cake with goose shit icing. So there you go. You heard it here first. But yes, I will include that chocolate cake recipe. Just for you, Gemma. And goodness, like we're going back 40 years now. 40 years fast forward, we're gonna see if we can turn that into a gluten-free, sugar-free, fat-free cake. I don't know if that's possible, but it was yummy because there was bananas in it. I still make it. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to go with it, right? Sometimes you just have to have the cake and eat it too. It's our last night, so if anyone wants to unmute and talk, please, the floor is yours. So next week is our free class, same time, same place. I will send out another email to everyone on our list, including all those that are inviting friends to register. You will get the invite for both nights regardless. It's just easier for me to do that. And then that way you get to register or click on whatever day works for you, or you could do both of them. That's up to you. And yeah, next week it'll be a little more simplified because there's new people, so they're not pros like you guys are, but obviously the invitation will be to take it to a level that you want to. So that is always an option, but it'll be fun. It'll be a new class. It'll be a new exercise that you haven't done before. So it'll be worth checking in and having some fun with us and welcoming the newbies so you can tell them how awesome the class is. Of course, the invitation afterwards would be, there'll be an invitation to, if they're curious and this felt like something that they'd be interested in, I will be offering a spring and summer art journaling workshop. And I'm just going to talk about that in a few minutes here. Get this glued on. There we go. I just wonder what it would look like using a black marker to divide the spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and see what that looks like. Just outlining with my marker. I think outlining in black marker is helpful. Creating these spaces so that I can journal on once the marker's all dry with my white gel pen. Then I have all the space all around the outside to journal as well. And all these faces honoring all the I am statements. Then you can even paint the background or remember the patterns that we've done in the past. You can go ahead and add those. There we go. That is the start of mine. Okay, so while we're finishing up, it's almost 8:15 already. I'm just going to talk about, where do we go from here? After 12 weeks, we have really developed a beautiful practice in finding a space to show up. I know in our Sunday class, we had others express how the Sunday morning just really set the tone, not only for their day, but for their week. And they really appreciated the time that they carved out to do so, that they did indeed find the journaling part and the art making a very calming, relaxing practice, and they would like to encourage themselves to continue that. And I know I'm going to miss it, but actually I'm not, because I'm going to be offering more classes. So yeah. So where do you go from here? You can definitely continue this on your own. I have given you enough material that you can, perhaps repeat some of the things that you've done, or even just see if you can come up with your own. But also you can, just like yoga practices, people find and they resonate with an instructor, you can do the same with me. If this is something that you feel has given, that you've gotten a lot of value out of this, that you may want to invest in having someone like myself guide you into this sort of practice. So what I have come up with is I'm going to do two offerings, 2 6-week offerings, one from May to June and the other one from July to August. And there's actually a month downtime in between each class. And there were several reasons why I broke it up into 2 6 weeks, because then that gives people flexibility if they want to do one or the other, or both. Every class throughout the 12 weeks will be very different. There'll be different classes. We won't be repeating anything, but you could take them isolated from each other. So if you don't take the July one, the way I'm going to teach it, it won't matter if you don't have to have those build up like we did the master class. They all sort of build up and carried on top of each other to the end. These ones are going to be standalone classes, and but also having a group to support you. So what I'm thinking is this particular one is the theme will be stepping out in nature. So it's going to be a little different than what we've been doing in our master class, in that the theme, it will be nature. Each week I'm going to do, I don't know, a 10 or 20-minute video out in nature. So I'm going to take you for a walk. I'm going to do the meditative practice in nature with you on the video. I'm going to go up to, say, a tree, and we're going to talk about what it is that I see. Let that tree be the muse, and then demonstrate what my practice is in nature, and then how I can turn that into a journal page. And then that 20-minute clip, you'll look at that before our class. And then we'll still have a Zoom class every week, and there still will be a journal prompt. There will still be an art making page, but it'll have a whole new I think vibe to it, with getting outdoors. And with the nicer weather upon us, it just encourages us to get outside. So the invitation will be, go sit with a tree, and and then I'll give you the journal prompts and what to do when you're sitting at the base of the tree. There'll be all of this little sort of, I don't know, I guess like an exercise, a meditation, if you will, in that week's lesson plan. So there'll be weekly videos in nature, and then also weekly studio sessions, similar to what we're doing now, but with a slightly different focus. So those two offerings we're going to do starting May 2nd. So it actually, it gives us a little bit of downtime before we start up again. And it's just going to be 6 weeks. So then that way people are not paying the full chunk all at once. You're actually paying in 2 parts. So May 2nd to June 7th is 6 weeks. And then July 4th to August 8th. So you have the end of June off. Well, pretty much the whole month of June. And then you have the end of August. So you have the end of the summer off. And of course, the classes will be videotaped. So if anyone misses one, I can email it to them and send it to them so that they can catch up that way. So that's going to be my new offering. And then I'm going to do another master class in the late fall, working our way up to Christmas. It'll be a 12-week program again. And the invitation will be a deeper dive, very similar to what we did the last 12 weeks. And yeah, we'll just see. And I will evolve as my offerings evolve, and what the demand and need is out there. Well, I have a few of you online. I might as well take advantage of this, and I should make a note of it too, that I did an art journaling class with a corporation in India. It was over 4 weeks, and it was awesome. So it was empowering the workers through art journaling. And I'm going to put together a similar program for any corporations out there. So if anyone wants to message me afterwards, if they have a thought in mind, I would love your contact. But I think it would be a great offering for a variety of reasons. If a company just wants to give their workers, this little practice that can be fun and nurturing, and allow that playfulness, we can definitely put together a program that matches that. If the company has a theme that they would like me to focus on, that all of their journal prompts would be custom made to that company, that's what I did in India. We looked at their core values in the company. So each week was focused on a certain value. And it was still fun and and empowering for the women, but it just had that flavor that the company wanted to share. So that's just a little something something there. If that gets anyone's thoughts, kind of turning there. And if you have anyone that you think might be interested in that, you could. I would be grateful for your little shout out and connecting with me afterwards. It is 20 after 8. Would anyone like to share with the group anything? What they've done for tonight, what they found valuable in the class, any comments or final parting notes? Again, I hope to see all of you in the free class next week. But if I don't, it's been a pleasure. You have to unmute yourself if you'd like to share.
I can share, Susan. I kind of ended up taking a different approach when I was looking for the silhouettes and stuff. I ended up finding this picture that really sort of spoke to me.
Yes.
And so then I've just been like doing like Zentangle stuff in each piece. And then just writing the I am statements in there. So kind of a different, but
yeah, no, it's beautiful. Thank you. That's Sunburst. It's one of my first lessons that I usually teach, but the simplicity of that allows you then to meditate in each space and allows for your written word to show up.
Yeah, I find the doodling really becomes very meditative.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to share? Just go ahead and unmute yourself if you'd like to share any words or show us what you've done tonight. I'm excited about this new class offering. The last 4 weeks, I knew I needed to start thinking about just a new series. And I knew with the nice weather and with COVID and everyone stuck inside, I really wanted to encourage getting outdoors and, even if it's just walking in your own backyard. And so that's what this class will have a focus on that. And finding our muse in nature. I use that Mother Earth language a lot, but it can also be, it could be your connection to God, your connection to, whatever your voice is that motivates you and supports you and guides you. So whatever that voice is. I think these classes will offer that opportunity to sink into that.
I wish we could see what Vi did.
Oh, Vi. Vi, they're all wanting to see what you've done tonight. She might be busy too.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Vi, in case you think you're talking and we can hear you. Usually
let me just finish one more stick and then I'll show you.
Okay, if you can figure out how to take your video off or on, turn your video on. If you can't, Vi will photograph or send me an image and then I'll share it on the oh, there she is.
Oh, that was easy. Okay, I'll finish this after, but I have two things going here.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I peeked in on Sunday,
Yes.
and so, but I'm not finished. I have all these things that I'm putting on. I cut out
Yeah.
colors. and I'll
Oh,
show you the finished thing
okay.
online.
Okay.
But
So you have to turn
okay,
it around. There you go. And then just stand, bring it back a bit. Oh, is that a
I
heart?
did a carrot.
It's
I'm not finished. I'm going to put colors all across the top,
wow.
little squares of colors.
You know what?
And
That is amazing. It looks like a heart, Vi. It looks like a heart.
well, yeah,
That's probably why
it
you were
does.
drawn to the carrot.
I loved it. So I did, but I haven't done anything with it. I
Okay.
just
Yeah.
doodled with the background.
Yes, doodling's good. Yeah, show.
But now, this is what I'm doing today.
Okay.
I think it's,
Oh.
Nice.
well, I guess it's this way. I don't know, whatever way. You'll see it later.
Yes, when you're all finished. Yes.
Yeah.
Your work always looks so beautiful when it's all done. Thank you, Vi.
It's sheer joy.
Thank you, Vi.
Thank you, Vi.
I want to see some of yours now.
Okay, Patricia, she wants to see yours.
Well, I was just playing with colors, Vi.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like, well, I'll show it to you.
Yes.
Can you see it okay?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I was just trying to pick up the colors in the silhouettes and
yeah,
so that's what I was doing. It's too wet to write on.
Okay, yeah. Are you using watercolors in the background?
Yes, I am.
I love them. I'm going to, not that I want to make everyone buy new supplies, but I want to bring in watercolors. And I think the softness of using inks and watercolors for like outdoor journaling is just a really lovely thing. Of course, in class, we'll be able to use all of our supplies, but I also want to maybe learn some technique of using ink with watercolors.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So there's going to be we're going to be learning a few new things. And the more you learn, then you get to choose each time you play, you get to use. And chalk pastel with watercolors is so pretty and soft. Not the oil, but the chalk ones. And they kind of like bleed into the watercolor.
Susan, is this on a Tuesday night?
I was going to do the same unless someone's suggesting otherwise. I was going to do the Sunday morning again and then the Tuesday night. What are you thinking, Pat?
Oh, well, I have a conflict.
Oh.
I'm in a different kind of course in Clinton, Ontario. It's called the Backyard Alley course.
Oh, fun.
And by Heather DeJong. And I asked her if we could do a different night, but everybody's doing a Tuesday night. So
okay.
I like the idea of doing the outdoor artwork.
And so Sunday morning doesn't work for you?
Yeah, Sunday morning would be good for me.
And you know what? I'm worried about church too. Like, should I be doing it Sunday after? I like the morning because then you get your whole day to yourself. But if it interferes with church as well, like maybe I could do it a little later.
It just depends on, we're an early church family, so I just do Zoom at 8:30, so I'm all ready for 10.
Okay.
But others have later services.
Yes, yeah.
Well, if the services ever start up again in church, ours usually is 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So that would be a conflict.
Right. Okay, well, I'll put that thought in and maybe I'll ask for feedback. But I'm open to other nights, Pat. Like it doesn't have to be Tuesday nights. It just became, when I was inquiring back in November, December, that was one of the nights that was most popular.
No, I like Tuesday. And
yeah,
if Sunday is an option, I don't see anything wrong with later on Sunday if people have to go to church.
Right.
Like, I don't know about 7 o'clock Sunday. Is that too hard on everybody? Teachers, maybe they have to get ready for Monday.
Yeah, I prefer, I really enjoyed the morning of the Sunday. By the
Me
time
too.
Tuesday night comes along,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I'm doing so much better now, but I was like exhausted by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
And but usually, you know what, like summer weathers, like the sun staying out later, there's more energy for sure.
Well, yeah, 10 o'clock was perfect for me for Sundays. It was perfect,
Yeah. Okay.
but not for everybody.
Yeah. I'll still play with some times, and feedback is always welcomed. It's no, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to, it's 8:30, and in case anyone wants to go, I just wanted to do this lovely little sort of good, like ending the call and ending our circle. And you're welcome to stay on after to share your pages. But before anyone else has to leave, I just wanted to, let's take let's take an inhale of gratitude once again. Exhaling all this beauty that surrounds us in this gathering, and this gracious um this gracious offering of ourselves in this course. I so appreciate you all. And celebrating our greatness, let's remember that we have happiness in us. We are hopeful, cheerfulness, silliness. We help others. We have a leader in us. We are fun loving, joy, and honest. We are real. We are persistent. We are open and curious. We are versatile. We are shy and kind and doing what we love. We are courage. We are brave. We are caring. We are quiet and wise and intelligent. And we are able and gentle. We are knitters, and we are hostesses with the mostesses. We are entertainers, and we are devoted. We are down to earth. We are unconditionally loving beings. We are fiercely caring. We are strong, knowledgeable, and care for others. We are friends. We are honest, and we are truthful. Just reflecting back on all your beautiful wisdom, I wanted to share that last offering all to you. And blessings to all. I can't wait to see you again so very, very soon. I hope you all stop by next week to enjoy our free class. And please share your last offerings on our Facebook page. And if there are any personal messages you'd like to share with me, I am open always to your emails. I will be sending one more newsletter out just to check in and share any last pages anyone has that will come my way. So thank you all so very, very much. You are all so loved. Mwah! I appreciate you all. Thank you. And celebrate our awesomeness. Thank you. Thank you.